Hello, beautiful beings of the universe. I'm so glad you're here and I hope you are well. My name is Lena, if you didn't know already. I make content about spirituality, creativity, music, and vlogs, and whatever else I want. So if that sort of thing interests you, please consider subscribing and joining this community. I am manifesting growth in all of my online platforms. Yeah, how is you? How is your 2022? How is your new year going? I hope it's going well, all things considered in this crazy. I was going to say crazy, but no, I'm going to pick a different word. All things considered in this wild, strange, beautiful world. Today we are going to be discussing my life in this upcoming year in 2022. I'm going to start off with actually a quick recap of 2021 and then get into my intentions for this year. I will just put a quick content warning right here. We will be discussing mental health, depression, anxiety, general life things, spirituality, things like that. I won't be getting into any like super specifics or hopefully nothing that's super triggering, but if you do not like discussing low moods, negativity, depression, anxiety, things like that, maybe just skip to the 2022 intentions part of the video. Yeah. So to start off, let's talk about 2021. I know it was not the best year for everyone. I know it was pretty difficult, challenging, heartbreaking for so many people. I recognize that. For right now, I'm just going to be talking about just my own personal experiences in 2021. Yeah, so let's get into that. So at the beginning of 2021, I was unemployed, living with my parents. I've been living with my parents since I was born. So yeah, unemployed, living with my parents, on and off feeling very depressed and feeling lost. However, also towards the beginning of 2021, towards the end of January, so actually right around a year ago now, I had my spiritual awakening. And that was the start of my spiritual journey. I started looking into spirituality, researching, trying to figure out what it was all about. I started getting into yoga, meditation. I started journaling. I started saying affirmations. And yeah, I do have a video on my channel about kind of about my spiritual awakening. I'll link it below. But yeah, my mindset and everything, my outlook on life totally shifted from a place of pretty much almost complete negativity and pessimism to a mindset of positivity. I started having these thoughts that I'd never had before, just about how we're all connected and how everything is energy and everything is vibration. Yeah, and so I started forming those habits. Skipping over a little bit into spring of 2021, that is, I tend to thrive in spring and summer, and so I spent a lot of time outdoors, spent a lot of time in nature, going to different parks, different trails, lots of walks, and I really started working on myself in the spring. I started creating goals for myself, and that's when I also got super deep into my different creative projects. So I started creating more content on Instagram and creating more reels, and I also started really working and investing in my second Instagram, my creative. So I started writing a lot of poetry quite regularly. I was sending in applications to different literary magazines. I got accepted to a couple of different literary magazines. That was very, very exciting. And so yeah, I was really just diving deep into myself and my creativity and exploring what brings me joy and what kind of a creative person I am. And yes, I was creating content on Instagram, and then in May I started this YouTube channel. Woohoo! yeah, I started creating videos, which I realized that I really enjoy. I love filming, I love editing, and I love the creative process in general. Yeah, so that was really exciting and like one of the best things to ever happen to me. This channel is one of the things that makes me the happiest and feel the most fulfilled. It gives me a sense of purpose, and it really just lets me explore and express myself, which is beautiful. Skipping forward a little bit into summer of 2021, I was still having depressive episodes on and off. I do remember feeling quite depressed at some points during the summer, which is totally normal. Life is full of ups and downs, and even with a spiritual journey, it's not an upward trend all the time. Yeah, so I was still dealing with depression, and I was still feeling very, very lost, and I was also still unemployed. But in June of 2021, I got the job that I still currently have. I actually manifested this job, which is pretty wild. That's one of the biggest things that I've manifested so far. Bigger things to come. And so yeah, I started working over the summer at my part-time retail job. It was really convenient over the summer. It was just a short bike ride or walk from my parents' house. So it was super convenient, super fun. I really enjoyed it over the summer, and it gave me something to do, something else to fill my time, and of course was letting money flow in, which is always good. And then towards the end of the summer, I got a super exciting opportunity to move out, which I did. I moved out of my parents' house for the first time. That was so exciting. Again, I manifested that as well. It was something that I've been thinking about, especially all throughout 2021. I was like, this is something that I really want. And finally, the perfect opportunity came along. It was a pretty last minute opportunity that sort of just dropped into my lap. And I did feel a lot of anxiety and fear, but I decided to just go for it. And oh my gosh, one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I had a lot of fear, and part of me was like, what if I can't do it? But I can, and I did, and I'm doing it. And it's amazing. I love living here. I love my roommates. I really enjoy the space, and it's given me a lot more freedom, independence. I've learned a lot, and I really feel like I have grown up a lot, even from September to now. So yeah, I moved into this house in September. So yeah, in fall of 2021, it was a lot of settling in, adjusting, settling into the house, settling into this space. And I learned a lot about adulting, about like utilities, paying certain bills. I learned so much about cooking. I kind of taught myself a crash course in cooking, cleaning, collaborating with other people, having roommates that you aren't related to, things like that. So that was really enriching, and I have learned quite a lot since moving in here. Yeah, I've learned quite a few new recipes and learned to cook new things that I've never tried before. So that's been fun. In the fall, I was working a lot too, to try and support myself, to pay rent, to pay bills, all of that good stuff, and to try and keep some savings in my account. I also spent quite a lot of time decorating my bedroom, this space, and really making it my own, making it a sanctuary. Yeah, that was quite a project, and it's still not totally done, but I'm very happy with it. But yeah, that took up a lot of time in the fall, and I also just continued learning about myself and discovering more aspects of myself and things that I really enjoy doing. And moving into winter of 2021, I do struggle with seasonal affective disorder. So as soon as the weather turns and winter hits here in Canada, my mood drops a little bit, my energy level drops a little bit, my motivation drops. I just sometimes want to curl up and stay inside and not venture outside. I also struggle a lot with the level of sunlight that we actually get here in the winter. It's not very much. Like, we do have hours of sunlight, but it's not very strong, and so as soon as it's overcast or starts snowing, my energy level drops quite a bit. So I knew it was coming, but of course struggling with seasonal affective disorder is still challenging. And so we did experience some depression this past winter. I mean, we're still in the winter now, but like, you know, November, December, I experienced a depression that's pretty typical of me for that time of year. I also tend to experience some holiday stress, and so I did experience that this winter. Especially in the continued pandemic, trying to go out and go Christmas shopping or holiday shopping while balancing work and trying to take care of myself and feeling depressed. You know, it can be a lot to juggle. My actual holidays were great. They were so fun. They were wonderful. A little bit different this year because of the pandemic. But yeah, still very nice. I got to spend lots of quality time with the people I love, and that means a lot to me. So yes, I did enjoy my holidays, and I wasn't working very much at all, so that was also really nice. And that kind of leads into where we are now at the start of 2022, and actually kind of over Christmas, New Year's, and into the new year. I have experienced a new level of awakening. Like, I'm pretty sure I've had a second spiritual awakening almost exactly a year after having my first one, which is funny. I'm going to be making a video about that, about my second spiritual awakening that I'm currently in the middle of and experiencing right now. It's very exciting. Yeah, so keep your eye out for that video if you're interested. And so now here we are, January of 2022. 2021 was wild. Ups, downs, so many new experiences. I went from being unemployed, living with my parents, and extremely unhappy. I had a spiritual awakening. I started exploring myself, discovering what I like to do, exploring my creativity. I started making content on Instagram, my 2 Instagrams. I started writing poetry more seriously. I started my YouTube channel. I got a job that's been the best job that I've had so far, and I moved out for the first time into this house here. And it's kind of been a crash course on adulting and responsibility, but it's been challenging and strange and wild and wonderful and beautiful. And yeah, I know 2021 was not the best for so many people, and in some ways it wasn't the best for me either, but I really made the most of it, and I'm very proud of what I've accomplished this past year and how far I've come, how much I've learned and just grown up as a person. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot. And so now we are going to be discussing my intentions for 2022, what I'm putting out. Hi, it's me. So, turns out I can't fit everything that I wanted to fit into one video. Well, I could, but then it would be really long. So, yeah, who's surprised? Not me. So, this was the 2021 recap. Next video will be 2022 intentions. You know the drill. So, subscribe if you want to know when I release the next video, which is the 2022 intentions. You know, turn on my notifications so you can get notified. Yeah, feel free to give this video a like, comment down below if anything resonated with you. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I have a TikTok now. It's the same as my Instagram and my YouTube, just at @CreativelyLena. And yeah, thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.